This is just going to be a quick little fun video. I'll tell you a little bit about me and my background. When I was a kid, I grew up in the 80s. And as an adolescent, I grew up in central Missouri. Jefferson City, Lynn, Westphalia, Holt Summit, um, Folk, Westphalia, just the different places I lived in Missouri growing up. Um, I moved on by the time I graduated high school. I had moved 28 times in the 12 years that I attended high school. Um, I did not. I still do not have any childhood friends. I have no childhood friends. That was not my story. That's not my background. That's not the criteria that wrote my story. And so I did not develop very strong relationships with people that weren't family. Um, and then the family I had was very, very um, degenerated, man. They did not serve God. I'll tell you that much. They just straight up, they did not serve God. Um, but as a child, and like, mind you, like in the 80s, like we didn't have channels dedicated to just baloney, um, nonsensical garbage to just play nonstop. Like they have kids channels today that just play mind numbing, uh, hijacking your kids shit. Like you wonder why your kids are the way they are. It's because you plopped them down in front of a boob tube, man. Like it programmed them away from your will, away from the will of God, and now you got this on your hands. Duh. Anyway, we were all told, our parents told us about watching too much TV. So, whatever. Say whatever you want, but makes you a liar. Anyway, um, it's your fault. I loved G.I. Joe. Everything G.I. Joe. Like, that was my thing. Duke, awesome. Roadblock, awesome. Gatling guns, you know. I'm all blonde haired and stuff. Like I really liked Roadblock. I really associated with that guy. Um, and so that's what I did. Like I loved GI Joe as a kid. So that's what I did. When I grew up, I became a GI Joe. I followed my dreams. I fulfilled what it was that I set out to fulfill, and I made myself a weapon. I am a weapon. I I actually have criminal charges on my record. They were dropped because of a technicality. But I actually have charges on my criminal record that state that I'm being charged for hurting somebody because I'm a weapon. And I gotta keep myself holstered. I'm not allowed to pull myself out of the holster. Even though you're the ones that paid $2.5 million to make me this way, whatever. When all this goes kinetic, when this whole thing goes kinetic, and hear what I'm telling you right now. The Lord your God is in control of all of this. Everything that is occurring now, He is allowing to happen. Go read Deuteronomy 13, dude, and Deuteronomy 8. Go read those. The blackout's gonna happen, guys, because God wills it. Because God wills it. It's because of the way that people have sown. Because of the seeds people have sown. And where their hope, their trust, their faith, where their deposits are being made. Because I'm telling you, remember the 40 years in the desert? That's what we are. I mean, you don't realize it yet because we're only in the first couple days of the 40 years in the desert, you know. But as time evolves here in the next days, weeks, months, and the will of God is manifest, he's gonna turn the lights out, people. He's gonna turn the lights out. It's not going to be a localized event. Like, I guess you guys don't understand what an EMP, electromagnetic pulse, is. An EMP is how to explain this? Okay, so even when you fire a handgun, if you have a radar, that's a device that measures gamma radiation. It's like what they use to test to see if an area is contaminated from radiation. It's that little device that goes tick 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 tick. That's a radar. I've used one. An EMP is caused every time something the fallen ones taught mankind, and mankind takes those things and uses them, it creates distortion. Distortion in the harmony. That distortion is in medical terms, like your body maintaining its perfect balance is called homeostasis. And so in the world has homeostasis too. The environment, it's early in the morning. I'm not thinking straight. Anyway, the niche in an environment, an ecosystem, that's what I was looking for. In an ecosystem, it has homeostasis too. And when you juice that with something from the fallen ones, it's like the dark energy stuff, guys. Like, it causes a disruption in the balance, and you can measure that disruption with the radar. And so, like, even when you fire a handgun, if you have a radar immediately available, you can test the immediate area and you will get a reading. So anytime, like, a bomb goes off or anything, they come in with a radar. It's contaminated. Look at this bullshit, guys. That's not true. Do your research. It's not true. And so, he's going to turn the lights out. All it takes is a massive amount of juice that changes the homeostasis balance of an area. God can do that with a blink of an eye. He can flick a booger and cause that to happen. And so the lights will go out. And when the lights go out, all that I invested in my adult life and all the things that I experienced as a child, I put into steam and into matter. And I created my persona and what it is that I am. There, in the house, there are many vessels. Some are for honor, but not all of them are for honor. I'm okay with being a toe. I'm okay being the stinky foot, man. I accepted that a long time ago. It's everybody else who has a identity complex. They can't get with who they really are in the body. I'll be a toe, dude. I'm cool with being a toe. When this goes kinetic, watch me work. We aren't waiting for Jesus Christ to come back in the clouds, people. We're going to war. You better get with it, or you're going to be completely unprepared. The men that do not mentally, spiritually, and emotionally prepare themselves for combat, they didn't make it. My little brother, he lasted 3 months in Iraq, and they sent his little ass back home because he couldn't handle it. He was not me. He did not do what I do. He did not invest all his heart, soul, and being into being an American warfighter from childhood. That's not his story. He just wanted to be like me, but he couldn't muster it. He didn't make his enlistment. He didn't make his first enlistment. He got chaptered out. I won't say anything else about that. I have my own feelings about it. I did 10.5 years and I did 3 tours to Iraq. I didn't get out because I couldn't hack it anymore. No, I got out because I disagreed with what the fuck they were doing. I disagreed because I was running missions for the State Department, i.e. the CIA, where I've seen more cash in a duffel bag than I ever witnessed in my entire life. Money I've laid my physical eyes on, I have seen in combat in Iraq in a duffel bag. I got out because my experience on the ground where the shit was happening, the lies that they were telling on the news to the American public, and the lies my chain of command was telling my fellow brothers and sisters abreast me, none of them agreed. Not any 3 of those agreed with one another. That's how messed up the lies were. Like the skirmishes that we had along the Iraqi-Iranian border with the IRG, like with the Iranian Guard, like where we got our soldiers freaking smoked and we weren't able to say shit about it by uniformed Iranian soldiers. No shit. Camp Cobra. But fucking 9 clicks from the Iranian border. Route Blue Babe. Bakuba. Yeah. So, there's all that. I got out because I realized that, like, the story they were telling the American people, what they were telling us, and what was actually happening did not agree. I ain't doing that, man. Y'all can't even tell us the truth. Like, you couldn't even tell us wearing the uniform that are taking the freaking bullets and the explosions and shit. You can't even tell us the truth. I'm out, man. I ain't doing that. I'm out. I got too much integrity to do that, dude. That's who I am. When this goes kinetic, follow me.